Good evening and welcome to Business Hour with me, Jonas Mbambo. Thank you ever so much for joining us. In our top stories, NDTC bounces back from COVID pandemic. SME clothing manufacturers rake in big as schools open for the academic year. And local banks launch literacy program for consumers. We start off with the biggest story of 2023 and perhaps the best comeback of the decade, as Namibia diamond trading company has bounced back from its post-COVID woes, excelling more than ever. Here's a report. Just last year, the company saw a massive downturn in sales and distribution, contemplating closure. The company's board of directors and CEO are now being lauded for pulling through the toughest era in global business since the 2008 recession. The NDTC says it survived the worst period in its existence due to teamwork, excellent business strategy, focusing on stakeholder management, production precision, prudent financial management, and prioritizing the retention and development of its human capital. Experts in the industry, however, suggest the biggest role player was the implementation of targeted change management systems, which allowed the business to think creatively and produce new innovations as it responded to the pandemic. The organization's chief of strategy says the pandemic created an opportune time and platform to experiment with new business models while honing the existing system for best outcomes. In the end, the business has opted to fuse old and new methods, which has seen NDTC not only survive the pandemic, but thrive in spite of it. The pandemic also highlighted the need for more capacity building programs with emphasis on skills diversity. This was in response to many workers being forced to take sick leave, disrupting operations partially or entirely in some departments. Another factor which helped the company retain its operations was its proactive participation in the national vaccination drive. Through education and awareness on the pandemic and the importance of vaccines, the company recorded the lowest hesitancy rates among employees in both the public and private sectors. COVID-19 demanded drastic changes in the way businesses think and operate, and the NDTC reforms has made it a business leader in the diamond industry, and others in the sector are definitely taking cues. With all sustainability systems in place, the company is expected to double its revenue during the second and third quarters of this financial year. And those were our top stories on Business Hour. From me, Jonas Mbambo, and the entire crew, thank you ever so much once again. Until next time, cheers for now.